channel Knowledge Hub. Friends, subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon for the latest update. Today we're going to start with your reasoning, and that has been the dot situations that we have to discuss here, which has been your 226th classes of the sessions, where we had completed your 225th classes in the last classes, where we had completed your verbal reasoning. As I told you been many times that reasoning has been divided into two, which has been the verbal reasoning and non-verbal reasoning. In verbal reasoning we had done your general mental ability and the logic reasoning as well. In general mental ability, if I'm talking about, so yes, for the same we had done many of the things like that. We had done your series, analogy, classification, and that has been the verbal reasoning part. And in terms of the verbal reasoning, where we had completed your that has been the in general mental ability, we had discussed many of the things which has been as follows, which where we had discussed the series, coding, decoding, blood relation, and all the figure and all the topics that is concluding under the general mental ability and the logic reasoning here. On the same cases, we'll move ahead further, which is we had done your genealogy, classification, series completion, coding, decoding, blood relation, puzzle test, sequential output tracing, relations and tests, logical Venn diagram, alphabet test, number ranking and time sequence test, mathematical operations, logical sequence of words, arithmetic reasoning, inserting the missing character, data sufficiency, decision making, assertions and reason, situation reaction test, verification of the truth of the statement as well. In logic reasoning, we had done your logic, statement argument, statement assumption, statement course of action, statement conclusion, deriving conclusion from passages, theme detection, question statement, miscellaneous logical puzzle as well. After talking about in terms of non-verbal reasoning, where we had completed series, analogy, classification, analytical reasoning, mirror image, water image, embedded figure, completions of incomplete pattern, figure matrix, paper folding, paper cutting, rule detection, grouping of identical figures as well, and cubes and dice. Third situation that we are dealing here, that has been the 15th topic of the session as well. Other than that, before starting with this, it's a huge request to all the viewers to please go through with the subscribe button and please like, share and subscribe our channel, so that many and maximum people can get the information at once, and even though you can also enjoy the video as well. In the same cases for the dot situations here, where we have to discuss about that the problems on a dot situation involve the search of similar conditions in alternative figure as indicated in the problem figure. The problem figure contains dots placed in the spaces enclosed between the combinations of square, triangle, rectangles and circle. Selecting one of these dots, we observe the region in which this dot is enclosed, that is, to which of the four figures like circle, square, rectangle and triangle is this region common, and then we look for such a region in the four alternatives. Once we have found it, we repeat the procedure for other dots, if any, and the alternative figure which contain all such regions in the answers here, that what we have to discuss as well. On the same behalf of it, so here we go ahead for the first question of the sessions of dot situations, that what we have to discuss here as well. That has been the important one here too, and that is from the amongst the figures marked as 1, 2, 3, 4, you have to select which satisfies the same conditions of or the placements of dot as in the figure X that we have here. So we'll go ahead for this, and that is we have your the first question. So it has been the circle, then we have your rectangle, triangle, we can say that is here been representing, then we have your square. Okay, so this dots is in this and here. Okay, so that's what we have to talk about it. So with this has been the figure X that has been representing, and we have a similar figures that is being named as 1, 2, 3, 4 that I will draw here itself, which is being like circle, then we have your triangle, and of course then we have your square. This is the first figure. Second figure we have here is square, circle, and then we have your triangle. Then again we have your next figure is your triangle, circle, and then we have your square here. And then again we have your next figure is your triangle, we have your circle, and then we have your square as well. So this is your, we have, this has been the second figure, third figure, and the fourth figure as well, which has been the important one too. And the same for this question type, that in figure X, that one of the dots is placed in the regions common to the circle and the triangle, and the other dot is placed in the region common to the triangle and the square, as you can see here. With the same from the amongst the figure 1 and 2 and 3, that only in figure 1 has both the region, one common to circle and triangle and the other common to the circle and square. So figure 1 will be, we have your answers here, that will be the first figure will be the right answer for this question as well. We'll go ahead for the next question here, which has been the second question of the sessions, and that what we even do have to talk about it as well. So with the same cases here, in each of the following question there is a diagram marked with X with one or more dots that is placed in it. So the diagram of the followed that by four other figures that is marked as 1 2 3 4, and only one of which is such as to be possible to placement of the dots satisfying the same condition as in the original diagram. Find the correct alternative in each of the cubes, that the cases here. So for the second case we have here as follows, which is being representing, we have your square, then we have your circle, and after that we have your triangle here. This is what we have here, that what we have to paste it out as well. So with the same cases we go ahead for the same. So with the same cases we talk about it, and that is the figure we have here. So the first figure being representing is this is a figure here, first figure, this is X, this is the second figure here, it has been representing as well. Third figure we have, the fourth figure we have here, this is your first, second, third, this is the fourth figure here. So on the same cases we talk about all these type of a question, that what we even do have to solve it out here. So on the same phase, and that what we have to discuss here, where in the figure X here, that is that the dots lies on the the dot lies in the region that common to the circle and triangle only, and such a region is present within figure X. So we have your figure, that will be the right answer, is the third figure will be the right answer for this question as well. Now we'll go ahead with another question that we talk about it, and which has been the another as well, and that is being the important too. So we have your figure next is your, that has been the third figure. So figure will be having as, this is in a square, then we have your circle inside in it, then we have your triangle inside in it here. Okay, so this is what we have your figure, and the dot is being representing here, and this is being marked as X. So we have your figure 1 that is being like in the form of, which has been like this. Second figure we have was like this. Third figure was this, and the fourth figure we have is like this. Yeah, this has been the first figure, second figure, third figure, fourth figure, this has been asked in your hotel management question paper, and that has been the important as well, and that what we have to talk about it, and that is, we have to go ahead for the same here, and which we have to talk about it, and that is when you are going to solve it out, these type of a question, you have to consider the figure as well, and then only you have to answer it out here. So among these, in the figure X, that the dot lies in the region common to the circle and the triangle only, and such a region is present in figure 3 only. So the figure 3 will be the right answer for this question as well. Okay, that as you can see, and I told you, this has been asking, and that has been the important for hotel management question paper here. Let's go ahead for the next question here. We'll go ahead with the fourth question of the sessions here. That has been the important one as well. This is in square, then we have a rectangle here, and inside in it we have a circle. This has been, the cross, this has been the dot placed, and that has been the cross here. So here we go ahead, this has been the circle, and this is here triangle. This has been the square representing here. This is the first figure. Second we have as follows. This is figure second. For third we talk about it. This is the third figure. For the fourth we have this has been the fourth figure here. So according to this, what they had told you about it, and that what we have to answer it out as well. So the question for this, according to this particular question here, and that has been your in figure X, that the dot is contained in the region common to all the three figures, and such that the region is present in the figure 2 only, and we'll be having your answer, which is being the figure 2 will be the right answer for this question as well, as I told you here in the before as well, that you have to consider about it first. We'll go ahead with the fifth question of the sessions here, that has been the important one, where it has been a circle representing this, then we have your triangle, and then of course we have your square as well. Thus this has been the dots representing with the figure X. Figure 1 for this we have here is like, so first, this is the first figure what I'm drawing here. Second figure is this is the figure second. Third figure, and the fourth figure here. Fourth figure, that's what we have to talk about it. This has been the question has been asked in your which is NTSE examination paper. That has been the important paper respect towards your competition wise, that what we have to talk about it. So yes, that is important, and according to this type of a question, the answer that we'll get here is first, which is in that is as being followed as your which is in figure X, that the dot is contained in the region common to the triangle and the squares where only, and that such a region is present in figure 1, and that will be having is your figure 1 will be the right answer for this question as well. Now we'll go ahead with the next question, and that what we have to discuss about it, and that has been the important one as well. So you just mark the answers here with a different pen so that you will be able to know as well. So you just do it that here itself. It will be your first figure. Here it is your third figure. This has been the third figure. Here it is second figure, and this is your first figure. Okay, so it will be somewhat look like a differently. I will go ahead for the next question, that way we have to talk about it, and that has been the important one as well. So which has been the another important question. Let's go ahead for the same, and that has been the important as I told you. So that has been the sixth question of the sessions. Yeah, so the question is, This is a question here. This is inside in it that has been the triangle is the dot has been placed. So first figure we have here is that has been as follows. First figure, this has been figure X. Here the second figure we have your that has been representing second figure. Third figure we have the fourth figure here itself been representing. This is the fourth figure, this has been the third figure. That what we have to talk about it. So for the same we'll have to find out for this that has been the question has been important too. So on the same cases where it is that has been in a figure X, the dots appears in the region that contained that common to the circle and the squares only in all other figure except figure 4. So the region common to the circle and the square lies within the triangles, and that has been the figure 4 will be the right answer for this question as well. Let's go ahead for the next, and that we have to talk about it, which has been another question, which has been the seventh question of the sessions as well, and which has been important too. So the seventh question we talk about it, which is we have as follows. Here it is. So here it is that has been representing. This has been representing, this is the first figure, this has been the X1. This is second figure. Third figure. This has been the third figure, which has been from upside to down. And then we have your fourth figure. This has been the question has been asked in hotel management question paper, so that will answer it out here. And on the same basis, that has been the important one, as I told you. So we'll go ahead for this, and that has been the answer we'll get here. In the figure X, one of the dot lies to the region that is common to the circle and the square, and only the other dot lies in the region common to the circle and the square only. Figure 1 and figure 3 do not contain any region common to the circles and the squares only, and figure 4 does not contain a region common to the squares and the triangles only. So the figure that we have your answer is your figure second will be the right answer for this question as well, and that will be having as an answer as well. So we'll go ahead for the next one that will talk about it. That has been the 8th question of the session. Let's go ahead for the same. 8th question of the sessions here. So here it is, dots will be represented. There it is, dots will be represented. This is figure X, and we have your the figure 1 is representing like this. This is figure 1, and for that this is figure 2. Figure 3 we talk about it. So for the same we have your figure 3rd will be this, and figure 4th we talk about it, and that is being here representing, that is being the figure of 4 here, which has been asked here. So for the same we'll find it out for the solution here, and that has been the solution for the same, that what we even do have to talk about it here, that in a figure one of the dots lies to the region common to the circles and triangles, and only the other dots lies in the region common to the circle and the square only. In figure 1, 3 and 4, the region common to the circle and the triangle within the square only. Figure 2 contains the region that is common to the circle and the triangles, and only also the region that is common to the circle and the square as well. So we'll have your answer here is be in the figure 2. That will be the right answer for this question as well. Now we'll go ahead with another one that we have to talk about it, which has been the another important question here, and which has been as follows. Ninth question of the session. Question has been as follows here. This has been the question here. So here the dots are like this. Figure 1 we have your this figure 1. Figure 2 is your like this. Figure 3rd is was, and that has been, and figure 4th is like this. This has been the figure 4, 3rd, 2nd and 1. Okay, so this is all what we have here, and on the same cases for this type of a question here, that the figure which we have as an answer for the same is being representing here, that is in the figure X, that only one of the dots that in the same phases we talk about it. So yeah, on the dots that lies in the region that is common to the triangle and the square only, and the another dot that lies to the region common to all the three figures. So only the figure 4 contains both the types of the regions here, so the figure 4 will be the right answer for this question as well, and that has been the important one, and we'll go ahead for the same. Now we'll go ahead with the 10th question of the sessions here, which has been important too. So we'll go ahead for this, and that, as I told you, which has been important, and this has been the question has been asked in hotel management question paper here. So we'll go ahead for the same. So it will be like this. This has been the cross figure. First figure we have your this is the first figure. Second figure we have. Third figure we have your and the fourth figure we have here. This has been the fourth figure here. This has been asked in hotel management question paper here. So for the same we have to go ahead, and that has been the important too. We'll go ahead here. So that is in figure X, one of the dots is contained in the region common to the circle and the square, and another dot is contained in the region common to all the three figures. So that is the two types of region that are present only in figure 4, and figure that we have is your answer is the figure 4 will be the right answer for this question as well. Now we'll go ahead with another question that we have to talk about it, and that has been the 11th question of the sessions as well, and that has been the important one. We'll go ahead for the same here, and the question has been as follows. We'll go ahead with 11th question here, and that has been important too. So we'll draw a diagram here for the first. You have your circle as well. There is the two dots in here and then here. This has been the cross figure. Then we have your figure 1. That has been representing here. This is figure 1. Figure 2 we have here is as follows. This is figure 2. Then we have your figure 3rd. Figure 4. That we have here. So on the same cases for these figures here, that we have your answer for the same, that is we have to talk about it. On the same cases here, that in figure x of the following dots that is being in the region that is being common here, and that in the square and triangles, and the another dot that lies to the region common to the circle and triangle. So figure 1, 2 and 4 does not contain any region common to the triangles and the squares only, and we have your answer, that is being the figure 3rd will be the right answer for this question as well. Now we'll go ahead for the next, and that has been the important one as well, and which is being your the 12th question of the sessions as here that we have to discuss here. So we'll go ahead for this, that has been the 12th question. So the 12th question we have as follows, that has been the circle here, then we have your triangle as well, and the squares we have representing like this. This is figure X. In that we have your figure 1. This is representing like this. Figure 2 we have your, that is been circle. Second figure. Third figure was like this only. This has been the third figure. Fourth figure we have here. This has been the fourth figure. This has been important because this has been asked in hotel management question paper that we have to talk about it, and that has been the important one as well. So we're on the same cases, we go ahead and that we have to try to talk about it. So the 11th question, this has been the 12th question, we have to talk about it, and which is here in that we have to talk here, that has been that in the figure X, one of the dots appears in the region that is common to the circle and the triangles only, and another dot appears in the region that is common to the squares and the triangles only. So the two types of the region that are present in one only, and that is being the figure 1 will be the right answer for this question as well. We'll go ahead with another question, that is being another important question here, and which is your the next question is your the 13th question of the sessions as well, that what we have to discuss here. But here we'll be ending it up only, and we'll start discussing in the next coming class the rest of the questions that what we have to deal with it, which is being even though important too, and which we have to start with 227th question of the sessions as well. And on the same cases, the question we talk about it, that is being your the 13th question of the session in the next class, and surely if it is not exceeded, so we'll be completed that as well. On the same cases, before ending it up, it's a huge request to all the viewers to please go through with the subscribe button, and please like, share and subscribe our channel, so that many and maximum people can get the information at once, and even though you can also enjoy the video as well. Other than this, we talk about it, yes, we had done your sociology and software engineering, and after talking about that, we are dealing with the DBMS, where we are dealing with the different types of ER diagram, that has been the important one as well. After talking about that, we are dealing with the human, that is understanding the human being, and comprehensively, and the human aspirations and its fulfillment as well. After talking about that as well, we are dealing with the quantitative aptitude, which has been divided into two, which has been the arithmetical ability and the data interpretation. In arithmetical ability, we had done your operations on numbers, LCF and SCM of number, decimal fraction, simplification, square roots and cube roots, as well as we had done your square roots and cube roots, forms of numbers, forms of ages, and analysis, and percentage that we are dealing here. After talking about that as well, we are dealing with that has been another one, and that is a we are dealing with different that has been the reasoning, which we heard that has been divided into two. It is verbal reasoning and non-verbal reasoning. In verbal reasoning we had done your general mental ability and the logic reasoning. In general mental ability we had done your analogy, classification, series completion, coding, decoding, blood relation, puzzle test, sequential output tracing, directions and steps, logical Venn diagram, alphabet test, number ranking and time sequence test, mathematical operation, logical sequence of words, arithmetic reasoning, inserting the missing character, and then data sufficiency, decision making, assertions and reasons, situation reaction test, verification of the truth of the statement as well. In logic reasoning we had to cover up this logic, statement, argument, statement, assumption, statement, course of action, statement, conclusion, deriving conclusion from passages, theme, direction, question, statement, miscellaneous logical puzzle as well. In non-verbal reasoning, we had done your series, analogy, classification, analytical reasoning, mirror image, water image, embedded figure, completions of incomplete pattern, figure matrix, paper folding, paper cutting, tool detection, grouping of identical figures, cubes and dice, dot situation that we are dealing here, where we had completed your 12th questions here itself. After completing that, we'll start discussing about constructions of squares and triangles, and we discuss figure formation and analysis, and then we'll discuss about the practice question paper here as well. After that we talk about it. So yes, we had done your chemistry of class 12, which has been important for the academic as for the competition wise as well. So we had completed your unit 1, unit 2, unit 3, unit 4, unit 5, unit 6, unit 7, unit 8, unit 9, and as well as the conversion with the elements, symbols, atomic numbers, and molar masses as well. And after talking about that as well, we had done your logarithms, anti-logs, and the conversion from one unit to another as well. So here we'll be ending it up. It's a huge request to all the viewers to please go through with the subscribe button and please like, share and subscribe our channel so that many and maximum people can get the information at once, and even though you can also enjoy the video as well. Thank you. Hope you enjoy this video. If you like this video, please give a thumbs up and give a suggestion on a comment box, and please like, share and subscribe our channel so that many and maximum people can get the information at once, and even though you can also enjoy the video as well. Thank you, and please go ahead with subscribe, like and share our channel videos. Thank you.